Hi, this is Trent from HNB.cc, and I'm going to be reviewing Gran Torino. There's a lot that I have to say about this movie, so whether it be good or bad things, just bear with me. And so this movie begins with Clint Eastwood and his wife's funeral. Basically, this guy is mad at the world, or rather, he just wants everyone to leave him alone. But that's pretty hard when you got some Hmong people as next door neighbors. So here's where things start to get a little bit interesting. Being a Hmong person myself, I see a lot of things and I hear a lot of things that I've never heard or seen before in this movie. And I'll get to those things later. So basically what happens is some thugs try to get this guy to steal Clint Eastwood's car, aka the Gran Torino, but he fails, and then yeah, he doesn't get the car. So then there's this scene with Sue, who is the main girl of the movie. This scene totally destroys the realism in the movie. I don't know whether it's the bad acting or the girl's lines, but if you as a person all by yourself, like she is now, are confronted by three black dudes who look like they can eat you alive, what do? You either hightail it out of there, or you just pray that Superman is gonna come and save the day, right? But nope. The thugs act like thugs. The guy who's being punked act like a guy who's actually being punked, but this girl doesn't seem to deliver what she needs to deliver in this scene. So then Clint Eastwood comes by and saves the day. And then there's a lot of stuff that happens, and then there happens to be a party at Sue's place, and then she invites Clint Eastwood over for some beer. And he does a lot of things that apparently you're not supposed to do in the Hmong culture. Clint Eastwood doesn't know about any of this, and neither do I, because I'm just as lost as Clint Eastwood here during this whole scene. So first off, he was like, why does everyone look away when I look at them? And then Sue was like, oh, in the Hmong culture it's really disrespectful to look someone straight in the eyes. And then I was stunned. I was like, oh my gosh, my whole life I've been looking Hmong people straight in the eye when I talk and stuff. So I'm probably the rudest person in the world, right? Honestly, I thought this was a joke, and I was like, WTF. I've never seen anyone walk up to me and be like, oh, I'm sorry, did I accidentally look at you? I promise I won't do it again. That's just insane. But wait, it gets better. So Clint Eastwood happens to pat a little girl on the head as she's walking by, and everyone's like, oh my god, did you see that? Did you see what he just did? And just like Clint Eastwood, I was really confused. I was like, wait, huh? What just happened? Did I miss something? So I actually had to skip back a little bit and watch that scene over again because I thought I missed something. But then I was like, wait, all he did was touch a girl on the head, and then later Sue explains that you're not supposed to touch anyone's head because apparently their soul is there, and when you touch it, the soul flies away pretty much, which is equivalent to tao someone pomplina. And then I'm like, wait, what? I've never heard of this, right? Like, you know, my parents saw kochiro kurtahwa, but does that mean that every time they do that, pomplina? Well, I have no idea. So then, never in my whole life have I ever seen a person hooply at the freaking coffee table. Not to mention guchbo kaite, guchbo kaite, guchbo hyana. Like, all those are supposed to be there. And why is everyone all gathered here? Honestly, does it look that interesting? Like, you know, when like real life Hmong people, like me for example, like to Bay Warning or Bay Huplina, like everyone's doing their own thing, like girls and women are cooking and stuff, and the guys are like either like shining or you know, langai, or they're just talking and stuff. But we're not really crowded around the shaman dude like that. And oh my god, he just touched the baby's head. Holy shit. Oh man, so that means that so he's gonna have to do hooply over again. I'm sorry. Not to mention, this is just totally some common sense here, but I don't think babies should be around really loud noises because, you know, OGs always say, like, you know, but that baby is right next to the shaman and he's doing his thing. So, and I've never seen a Hmong person kill a chicken like that before. Like, honestly, if I do that, they'll be like, something like that, you know. And then things get even more interesting as Sue takes Clint Eastwood into a basement full of teenagers. And I'm looking around and I see people who are well and sturdy and are probably all in high school or even beyond that. And then, so what's wrong with this picture here? Everything. They shouldn't even be down here. Like, if it were me, my parents would be like, na, gachi mu balu shining, or gachi mu dalu wahulu na, kapo holun na. You know, stuff like that. Stuff Hmong people would say to their teenagers if all they see them doing is just lounging around, you know. But apparently, parties, huh? Okay, so enough of that. No offense, but I've never seen a social gathering of Hmong people like that before. This was a first time experience for me. I don't know if it's a Michigan thing or not because Betyo, Hmong California, we do it the way we do it, you know. I'm pretty sure other states do it the same too, and I'm pretty sure people back in Blote type they do it the same too. So I am just not sure why the people in this movie just happen to do it that way. And then like, and everyone I've talked to, they're like, yeah, that was weird, or like, yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. So I wasn't the only one who was confused. So enough of that. The story revolves around a developing friendship between Clint Eastwood and the guy named Tao, which is the same guy who attempted to steal the Gran Torino in the first place. But because if things were to end like this, then, you know, it would be too much of a happy story. So they just happened to throw in some thugs too, just to stir things up. And because there's a lot of twists and turns in this movie, and I don't want to spoil anything more for you, I'll end my review here. This movie was actually very good in terms of story and stuff. I really liked Clint Eastwood's character because he's just so badass. Everyone else was mediocre at best. Not some of the most convincing Hmong actors and actresses, but it's still passable considering that this is the first time we are featured in a Hollywood film. And about my rant on the inaccuracies and errors about the traditions, I hope you guys don't take it too seriously. Like, I just wanted to show you that it's a good thing that our traditions are being exposed to American society, but if it's being exposed with this many errors and inaccuracies, then we might as well just want to reconsider it. Again, this is Trent from hmb.cc. Thank you for watching and have a great day.